Yo, yo, yo. Should be up and running. Right, I should be able to see the screen now. Yo, yo, yo. Hope everyone's well. Should be all good now. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Drew? Hope you're good, man. Should be able to hear me. Yeah. Should be all good. Should be all good. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully we have a good stream. Hope everyone's well. I've seen a few people in the Discord taking a couple of nice trades today. Going to be similar price action from yesterday. Not much news until 10 a.m. New York time, and then Fed powers testifying again. So potentially you can see another spike in that. But I'll probably just get going now. So for Euro, for me, can't really see too much at the minute, which just shows that it's going to be just a slowish day. Let me just delete all these. This is from yesterday. We keep that intact now. Yeah, can't really see too much. Bearish order block here. So bearish order block. Tapped into the mean threshold here multiple times. Equal highs. So buy side's been taken here. That's all I see really. On the hourly, on the 4 hour, can't really see too much. I have to make sure that I have 3 or more confluences on a certain pair. So at the minute I only see 2. If there was like a SIBI or something like that, so there's like a SIBI here and it rejects that, and then I'll be looking to go short for these down here. But yeah, even so, if we target this low here from this high down to this low, then this here is a bearish order block, so it's in a premium in a minute. So that is why that's a bearish order block. Even if you draw from up here, it still is in a premium. So if we're looking for shorts, then it should react to this. But I just need a little bit more confluence, like confirmation, for it to go low. Take a look at the dollar. Dollar's rejected off this daily opening gap nicely. Like I said yesterday, there's buy side which matches similar to the midpoint of the daily opening gap, which is just a nice like back-to-back confluence. So that could be a strong draw on liquidity. It pulled lower and then it did end up running higher, taking out this buy side as well here. So that was nice draw on liquidity. We're trading now back into this weekly opening gap on Monday, or Sunday's weekly opening gap. And that's last month actually. This is this month, so that was 10th of June, not 10th of July. Unless it is supposed to be the 7th. That must be the 7th. So yeah, that was on Monday. Something like that, unless I'm getting confused. But yeah, or maybe the 9th potentially. But I think this is this week's opening gap. That price is trading inside now, so you want to just mark up the different quadrants. So you want to get midpoint is the main thing. Look how it's respecting here multiple times. There, as you can see, and then also you can get the 25%, or you can sort of play it by ear. It's similar to where that is. Let's actually have a look quickly. It's down here. So yeah, near the 75% or the 25%. So it's good to have them as quadrants. If you're short from here, from the dollar, that's good places to take profit from there. But again, don't really see too much. If we're looking for shorts here, for shorts for euro, so we'd be looking for, we wanted to see PD arrays get respected for the discount arrays. We've seen sell side get taken here, and that's really pretty much it. Potentially a bullish order block. So look on the 4 hour. We've got this little, I think that's actually imbalanced field already. So literally don't have too much here on the 4 hour. Potentially this bullish order block here if we're looking to go for this buy side. However, if we draw from this high to this there, it is in the discount. So there, that could be a bullish order block. So we can see potentially price want to run down into this bullish order block here. But that's all I see really, guys. Nothing too much just yet. This potentially could be a little bit of a slowish day, especially with CPR tomorrow. People will definitely be waiting for the market for that news release. So equal highs here, just keep that in mind. But yeah, how are you guys? What's going on with you guys? What are you looking for, euro and stuff like that? What other pairs are you guys looking at? Let's take a look at GU. Delete this, delete this, delete this. Nothing much for GU here. This wick could be something. So this long wick, you want to draw the longer wick. So here, wicks equals gaps. That's literally all for GU. Go on the 1 hour. This is left open, and that's it. That's not too much going on for GU. Again, CPR tomorrow. The Fed, Jerome Powell testifies today. Let's take a look at gold. Yeah, I'll take a look at NASDAQ in a sec. Take a look at gold. It's still been ranging from this range here. Take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour got taken sell side here on the 4 hour. That's pretty much it that I see. Or there's a teeny bit of a breakaway gap here, the smallest breakaway gap. And then let's look on the 1 hour. Not too much. Bullish order block here. So there, gets respected. This BISI here hasn't been respected though, or hasn't even been tapped into. And then you can see this BISI here has. So if you see the consequent encouragement, it's getting respected. So price isn't closing below that, which is nice. Breakaway gap here. Potentially want to go for this high here, which price could do that. Yeah, we'll take a look at NASDAQ as well in a minute. Yeah, that's what I see of gold at the moment. So sell side's been taken, so that's one thing. Look on the hour. Bullish order block, second thing, and then third thing here is the BISI. So around about here, where I'll be looking for longs. So let's take a look if there is a setup for a London session. So London session is 2 AM to 5 AM. So let's just hold back to 2 AM here. So 2 AM is here. So now I just want to see if there's a bullish order block, which potentially this could be one here. this candle here. So then just go on the 1 minute time frame, see if there's a run on stops. So low, high, lower low. If this push breaks that high, then these 3 candles become a breaker. Then I'll look for a fair value gap. So if it doesn't do it, then it doesn't do it. So it's taking out the high. So these 3 candles here become a bullish breaker. Inside the breaker, it's fair value gap here. So you want to go for the closest one. So this one here. So let's see if price would have tapped you in here. And it does end up going higher. Where do you target? Look on the 5. That would definitely take partials here at that high. And then just look on the 1 hour. Be either here. So all of this imbalance here, it would want to tap into that, and it does. So that's the second target. Third target would be that wick here. So the midpoint of that wick. And yeah, it just about taps into that now. So that was a gold setup for you guys. Yeah, that was a nice setup. If that made sense, let me know. I can run through that again if you want. Let's go on NASDAQ. I think I've got it already. NASDAQ, again, higher time frame, you do not want to be trying to catch the top of this. So I'll just always be bullish. So I'll just be looking for a little bit different. Instead of having a different bias, I'll just be going on a bullish bias. So potentially something like this is what I see. So bullish order block comes back into it. Look on the 1. Can you see a run and stops here? Low, high, low, low, high, high. So here, and this technically is a breaker. So it makes the high, low, high, high. Fair value gap, tap into there. 734 could be one for it to run higher. So that's another nice entry. However, I prefer the breaker on gold. That's a little bit more cleaner, but it does make it like a low, high, a low, low, high, high. Or I guess you can go low, high, low, low, high, high, and it does tap into that, I'm pretty sure. To the T. So any of them would have worked. Low, high, low, low, high, high there. Fair value gap. Inside that 5 minute bullish order block here, that drew out. So then it runs, and then that'd be the target here. That'd be my final target. So if we're drawing it from this low, delete this, from this low here to that high. Here, find the premium discount. It is in a discount as well. So that is a bullish order block. Nicely done. So that's another trade. Euro today is just, Euro and pound is just being really slow. Nothing too much for me on that. So gold and NASDAQ, there was a couple trades this morning, if you guys spotted that. Oh, nice, bro. You took a trade on NASDAQ. Yeah, perfect, mate. Well done. Nice one, mate. But yeah, have you guys got any questions or anything like that? Because I have a feeling this could be a potentially slow live stream, so give me some ideas what we could do to make that live stream a little bit more engaging for you guys. So yeah, give me some ideas, ask some questions. If you guys got an analysis, I can go through your analysis on here, so gets you guys more engaged in the charts. But when there's price, like really good price action, that's when I could just go through it, talk to you guys. But when there's nothing really going on, it's a little bit harder because there's nothing too much to talk about. And that's what trading is like. Trading is, sometimes you get days like this where you just have to literally sit on your hands. You can't do anything. Yesterday is decent. I knew the draw liquidity was the shorts. Like end of London session, start of New York session. No, I couldn't find any bias just yet, mate. For had. So sometimes it's not a bad thing if you can't find a bias. Just don't force yourself to have a bias. That's when you start losing money, losing trades. If you start forcing yourself to try and get bias, you find like the littlest thing that like then you'd be, oh, maybe this means it's this, and then you go for it. You'd end up probably losing. So just be patient, and there'll be another day where you can really see what the market's showing you, and then you'll be thankful that you didn't take a trade. And you can wait for days that the market does show its hand. So yeah, I couldn't really find a bias at the minute. Then never know, it could be next like hour or 2 hours we could potentially see one, but for now, don't see too much. I guess if we draw again, like I'm saying, oh, I guess this and this. I'm like just like scraping things here, where we draw that across, then it has tapped into the civvy there. But usually I don't really like using that. I like to use just more frequent ones. But yeah, I use prop firms and FTMO I'm with. So FTMO are the like pretty much the oldest and the best for me. But there's a lot of prop firms out there which are good. No, I don't look at too much stocks. Nvidia is okay, nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, I don't look too much on stocks apart from just the Nasdaq and S&P really. Futures instead. Is that something you hold in long term, Drew? I definitely do want to start getting involved in more long term stuff as well. But at the minute, I was just focusing so much on my trading that just haven't put the time and effort in that. Take a look at dollar again. See, that's an immediate rebalance. Yeah, I just don't really see too much, which is fine. Sometimes you don't see much. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I want to invest, hold long term. I mean, the main things is just the SP 500. It's just like things like an average return of like 11% every year is something good. It's better than holding your money in the bank, because I think your bank you get like 3% return, and then you get an 11% return, or on average. Could be a little bit more, could be less. Oh, nice, man. Make sure you just take some money out of the market. Sometimes it's good to just pay yourself, like doing all this work, making all this money, and then potentially losing it in the future. I'm not saying you will. Sometimes it is good to take the money out of the market and just treat yourself, so you can just understand that this money is actually real and you're like withdrawing it from the market. It's a good thing. It makes you feel good, and it's actually crazy. Like, I'm making money from the screen, bringing it out and actually buying things with it. Because before I'd just be building, and then just not getting anything in return. But then once I start taking money out and actually seeing it in my bank, it just changes the perspective of it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Fahad, that's a good idea. But the only thing is, I like looking at dollar as well. Um, so and then with back testing, I like to change from the 4 hour to 1 hour, and it like if you're on like the 1 hour, say it's like 1 a.m. and then you go on to the 4 hour, you sort of see where price is in the next 4 hours. But yeah, 100%. I mean, I guess I'll try it. I'll try when I'm off stream. I'll try and like pretend I'm streaming and like do a back test and see how it works. And if it does work smoothly, then yeah, 100% we'll do back testing. But I guess I can just go through. Or most of it is on my YouTube as well. But 100%, I'll look at like tonight or something like that and see if I can go through loads of examples. Yeah, 100%. As long as you guys are just interactive with me, I'll 100% be interactive with you guys as well. I'd always just answer your questions, I'll ask you loads of questions, but yeah. Yeah, nice, bro. Yeah, trust me, it's always good to take money from the market. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll try out a backtesting stream. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some certain softwares that do it as well. But I could always just go through just an analysis of euro, and then I could just literally just explain everything and every single like sort of candlestick if you guys like as well. Oh, have you actually? Oh, that's good though. Hopefully you enjoyed all the videos and if they've helped and stuff like that. Most of the videos I did literally, well, I started off just posting just for myself anyway, just so sometimes if like, I don't trade for a couple of weeks or a week, or if I'm being really busy, or I'm lacking in confidence, I just look back and just be like, I know how to trade. I've done this. I've showed it, and then like my exact strategy. So it's a little bit like when you play sort of, if you I don't know whether you guys play golf, but if you play golf and you hit like a bad shot, say you take a bad trade, you sort of potentially be like, oh, have I lost the swing or have I lost the trading? So those things just help me remind myself that I can definitely trade and I can definitely hit a golf club. So trading and golf is actually crazy how similar it is. It's unbelievable. I think that's why I love golf and love trading, because golf is such a psychological sport, and so is trading. Trading's so psychological. It's all in the mind. You can literally make money on trading by flipping a coin. It's all psychological. But yeah, I'll be taking notes. And if like I see like a day that's really good for analysis, then yeah, I'll write all my notes and I'll explain it for you guys. I used to use silver bullet. I keep the silver bullet and the unicorn in my mind, like at a certain time, but usually just stick to the exact strategy that I do now. Literally what I just showed you guys on gold is my exact strategy. Yeah, trust me, golf is unbelievable. It's it's such a psychological game. It's crazy, and that's what I just love it. Like it's like if you play golf, there's 18 holes to golf, and say you start a challenge of a prop firm, you got like maybe like 5%, 10%. If you start off the trading in a loss, then that's fine. It doesn't matter. And then it's the same thing as in golf. If you start off golf with a bogey, you've got 17 more holes to make loads of birdies and stuff like that. And like, if you literally make a bogey on the first hole, there's no point of just making double bogeys and just ruining your whole round. It's the same thing with trading. You've got so many more trades to do. Like, just keep sticking to exactly how you trade, and the same thing with golf. How you swing a golf club. Like, how just stick to exactly what you do, and then you will end up start birdieing and stuff like that, parring your holes, and you can save the round. Same with golf. There's no point of chucking away your trading system. Just stick to the strategy, and it'll work out. Yes, 100%. That's the goal. That is the goal. Trading and then golf. That is the strategy. But that, yeah, trust me, I love golf so much. If you listen to like all the professional interviews and stuff like that, I don't know if you guys are proper into golf, but the number one top player, he made like a triple bogey once in like one of the rounds, and he was like, oh, it's really hard for me to come back, but just stuck to it, kept going, and he was like, oh, I knew I was just gonna come back if I just stuck to my what I was doing, and that's literally with trading. Like you take like a bigger loss, just stick to the exact same system what you're doing, and you will come out on top. So, don't know if that makes sense for you guys, but if you do play golf, it's literally you can just think of the golf course as a trading, like a trading account. So yeah, we're just running back up into this civvy here, but that's all I see for that. Let's take a look at, let's go Aussie dollar. So you can see anything here. That is absolutely disgusting. I mean, look at that. That's disgusting. I mean, how trying to trade Aussie dollar? Look, I mean, look at this. Break and retest. Potentially break and retest. Is that going to happen? We'll see. That's what I used to do. Consolidation, break above, retest, go up higher. But most of the times it failed. But that is disgusting. What about pound yen? Pound yen's just been skyrocketing higher. Again, if it's, look how bullish pound yen is. There's no point in trying to catch the top here. So many people try to catch the top there. Would have made a little bit of money, but if you held being greedy, you would take it out here, take it out there, take it out. So you just want to see. It's pretty disgusting. But bullish order block here. So bullish order block, take a sell side, change date delivery, go on the 1 minute time frame. So high, low, high, high, low, low, high, high, breaker. Once it takes that out there, this becomes a breaker. Out that candle, fair value gap, potential entry to the tap you in here. You're gonna get stopped. You may not have got stopped depending on where your stop loss is. But again, really choppy. If you had your stop just below this low, you'd have been alright. And then I'm pretty sure it goes up. Yeah, depending on where you put your low, your stop, sorry, you would have been alright. But that's literally my trading setup. If I knew the bias because it's long, because on daily time frame it's long. That's just literally how I found trades using 5 minute bullish order block, 1 minute market structure shift, and bearish breaker, bullish breaker. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Euro especially is looking slow. It's because they were waiting for CPI tomorrow. There's Powell testifying today, and also yeah, CPI tomorrow, which is, it didn't used to be, but it's so much bigger now than NFP. Like, NFP used to be the biggest, now it's CPI. CPI back in COVID times, like as we was coming out of COVID, was insane. It's crazy. What other pairs are there? Pound Aussie. Again, really not nice. If you can see here, this is another teeny bit of teaching, like something I've learned from ICT, not teaching, but you can sort of tell when price is going to come to like a consolidation. So if you see here, so price here is consolidated here. Okay, so this means that price is delivered to buy side and sell side. Okay, so it's delivered to the upside and to the downside, and then price needs a lot more like energy momentum to push up higher. So price is pushed up higher here, and so it needs sell side to be delivered. It's inefficient in sell side. So once it comes out, delivers to the market here, it then comes back to this balanced market, which then needs a lot more energy to break. So once price either breaks above or below, then it probably target this imbalance here. First that imbalance, but then that sell side as well. So same thing, it breaks above, it probably end up wanting to go here, buy side, and that imbalance. But you just sort of can tell when price is going to hit like consolidation. Same thing here, look, consolidation here. So the price is balanced here. This area has been balanced. It's like a paintbrush, like how ICT says it. Like if you're painting, you're gonna go like you paint up and down, up and down, up and down, like that. And then you start painting above, and then you need to paint this bit here because it's not. It needs like another layer. You want to over, like, if that makes sense. So here, let me just delete that, delete that. It was painting here, paints up, and then it's got to paint down because it's like a little bit imbalanced there. There's a bit imbalance here, and yeah, so you sort of get the gist. And once it's back into this balanced area, look at what price does here. Consolidates. Draw that across here, consolidates here. So you can sort of tell, if we go on GU, it does it on GU as well. Here, consolidation, draws, consolidation, consolidation. Here as well, there. So you can sort of tell on the higher time frame when price could be potentially coming to like a consolidation. So are you following Fahad? Are you following the exact same things you're doing backtesting that you're doing in live trading? Are you doing the exact same steps? If you are, then advice is literally just lower your risk. Lower your risk to when it doesn't even affect you. Like you don't even care if you lose. And then once you start winning in live, you start getting a little bit more used to it. Start upping the sizes a teeny bit until you're used to that, until you're used to that, until you're used to that. And then you'll be a lot better. Similar to like, if you think about it, it's like, what is it? I'm trying to think of something. I guess if you're either like playing a video game or something like that, you get to a certain high level and then you're not used to it, and then you die. Then you get back up to that level, you're a little bit used to it, so you get a bit higher, and then you die. And then you get up to that higher level, and then the first level that used to be like not used to it, you're completely used to it, and it doesn't matter about that. You think that's useless. So you can fly back up, sort of like that. You're used to like you just get used to it. So yeah, it's a little bit like that. Again, in golf, when you're playing like a really good round, say you're like 5 over or something like that, that's like the best round you've ever had. You're like worrying a bit, and then once you've done that, you can then, once you're at 5 over, you're like, oh, I don't really mind. And let me try and get to 4 over. So if that makes sense as well. Just trade in when you get used to it, and you'll be fine. So NQ, fair value gap, order block here. So hope that respects it. And see if it respects it. If it doesn't, you've got this little one here, and I'd say, is that one here? Teeny one here. If it doesn't respect this, then potentially we could see sell side getting taken here. So it's called the free line defense. Shout out to ICT. All of this is from ICT. So free line defense. If it closes below 3 PD arrays, then pretty much your stop is probably going to be next. That's if your stop is not miles away. But if your stop was like here, then they probably end up wanting to take that out. Also, if you guys have any other ideas about how to make my, like how I can make my videos better as well for you guys, let me know. Would appreciate that. I don't know what other pair to look at really. Let's take a look at Kiwi CAD. So, okay. Defo news probably, let me actually check. Probably interest rates, I'd say. Yeah, rate statement. Yeah, nothing really could have done on Kiwi CAD. Only thing I'd see a little bit is you got Sibi there, bearish order block there, and then buy side there as well. So 3 reasons why price wants to go lower. It's going to look on the 5-minute time frame. Again, this here could potentially be a change of state of delivery. So this bearish order block, this candle right here, draw that across. So price comes into that before the news, taps into it, and then drops lower. That's the only thing I see. It's nothing really too clear. I would never have taken that, especially with the news coming out. But again, it does tap into the bearish order block here, to the mean threshold, takes out these equal highs here, buy side. So people who sold this too early have now been taken out of the market before it actually makes the run lower. They would have triggered people in who had a buy, so breakout retest. So that's literally how ICT teaches it. So yeah, you can sort of see just literally from that the algorithm is real. There is an algorithm there that ICT has taught. So equal highs. So people who trade breakouts got buy limits here. They would have been triggered, and then also people who sold this got their sell stops here. They would have been taken out, and then bang, it's a lose-lose for everyone. And then that's the real move. Yeah, let's take care, Drew. Cheers for tuning in, man. Hopefully be live again soon, and hopefully potentially could be live tomorrow. We want to watch CPI together. Definitely won't be trading tomorrow, so I could always yeah, just we can watch the market together. Price now tapped into this, is it bullish order block on the 4 hour? That's tapped in there already. So Nasdaq looks like it's about to take out this high. Cheers, Fahad. I appreciate that, man. Where are you guys from anyway? If you can tell already, I'm from the UK. But yeah, where are you guys from? See if price wants to run up in there on this high. Let's take a look at the 1 minute time frame. So that's the 5 minute bullish order block here. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't even get to the mean threshold there. South Africa, that's wild cool. That is sick. Whereabouts in South Africa? I don't know too many places in South Africa, but that's sick. How that's complete opposite side of the world. That's crazy. So I think it's the same. Is it the same time zone in South Africa and England? I'm pretty sure it is something like that, which blows my mind as well. So we've seen buy side been taken here. Buy side taken, fair value gap respected, bearish order, bullish order block here. Oh, Pakistan, that's sick as well. Crazy how there's different a lot of different people from different places. That's cool. And how long you've been trading for, you guys? Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I've never actually been to Birmingham, so that's cool. Look at the midpoint here getting respected. Here. Bullish order block. Find the mean threshold. Don't really want to see price close below that, above that. Sorry, yeah, below that. Yeah, I'm from England. Been trading, I think it's like 5 or 6 years now. So I've been doing ICT for like 2 years. But yeah, just learning the ins and outs of the market fundamentally as well, and then ICT was just a game changer. I knew how to trade without ICT, but I didn't know how to properly get into the market. Like, I was using more like fibs and stuff like that, and I was using more fundamentals. So I was probably clued up on like how, like what the Fed was saying, what the BOE was saying, if they're dovish or hawkish and stuff like that. So yeah, now ICTs just taught me how like how to find the draw liquidity, like where price is moving, why price is actually moving, and stuff like that. And it just goes to show like you don't actually need to know anything about fundamental side really. Obviously, you need to know what's going on in the world, but you can tell anyway. If you take a look at the euro, and Jerome Powell is the chairman of the Federal Reserve. He was talking yesterday here. Right, he starts testifying here. Do you think he can say anything in this 1 minute time? In this 1 minute, that'll affect the market that much? You think he can say something quickly like that could affect the market? No. Same as FOMC. Do you think they're going to say something, or the statement's going to come out? They quickly say something like, it's crazy. So before he even says anything, the market's already made a move. That's how you can tell that it's just manipulated. So NQ, Nasdaq, respecting this mean threshold here. If anyone was long here, once it takes out that more buy side, then that's just more partial to get taken, because you can potentially reversal could happen after buy side gets taken. Yeah, Fahad, how long you been learning ICT for? Is that third year of ICT or just third year you trading? After buy side gets taken for euro. Let's take a look. So euro. I'll be anticipating. Well, I want to see certain PDRAs first. So if it starts taking out like this and it looks like this, then I wouldn't do anything. But if price starts, let me try and draw. So price takes out this, and then we see a fair value gap here, and then also this is a bullish order block. Let me change that color actually. So this sort of makes sense to you. So we see that, and then I'll get in here for short, because as long as that respects the PDRA. But we see buy side get taken, that's one thing to go short. Then we've seen a bearish order block get respected and a SIBI, and then that's multiple things for me to then target people who've just been long here. So people have been long here, there's a lot of sell side like liquidity down here, because you just have to try and think when you're long in the market. Okay, say you was long here, where would you be putting your stops? So let me delete this, make it a little bit neater. You have to try and think in the retail mind. Okay, so let's say we was long here. Oh yeah, nice, in profit. Nice, in profit. So our stops would be, first, would be here, right? That'll be our stops first. Then it makes a high there. Oh yeah, let's move our stops here. Then there, move our stops here. Bang. So that's literally where people's stops are in real life. So that's where the market is going to start targeting. Might not be now, might want to take out that, but it will in the future. We'll want to run and take these out, because the market isn't going to allow people to hold this all run here for the whole time. Oh, I appreciate that, bro. Taris, appreciate that, man. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, how are you finding ICT? What's your favorite PDRA? What do you like? As soon as you look at the market, what sticks to your eye? What keeps your eye out? Mine's like fair value gaps and breakers mostly. Let's take a look at NASDAQ again. So again, is that taking out highs or is that equal highs? Looks like equal. Equal highs here, still respecting the mean threshold. Yes, literally same as me. ICT is just, I just love it. I just love how he's taught. I sort of understand how he's dropping so much knowledge that he's learned by making it like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hour live streams, or making his videos so long. It's to actually not reward people who are not going to put the effort in. So that's why I do want to start making my videos a lot more longer, because obviously I don't really care. I don't really care about the views and stuff like that. I just love posting anyway and helping. If I help one person, it'd be good. Again, it's mostly just posting for me anyway. But I do want to start posting more longer videos, just people who are truly want to learn trading or like put the effort in, then they would make the effort of watching that longer video. So same with the ICT's Twitter Spaces. Like, he'd be talking for like 3 hours. I listen to it, and then right at the end, or like 2 hours, 30 minutes in, he'd drop like the biggest nugget and stuff like that. Like, all got it on my notes as well. Yeah, nice, bro. Yeah, higher time frame is 100% key. Depending on what type of trader you are, if you're a session trader, if you're a day trader, intraday, like intra-week, that's when like you want to look at the weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. But I only look at the 4 hour, 1 hour. And then once I have a bias, then I'll go into the smaller time frames. So price is taken out here, taken out sell side, tapped into this bullish order block here. Buy side here now. That's why it's really important to be taking partials. This order block here lines up nearly with the midpoint of this wick. So wicks equals gaps. Gaps is a draw liquidity. So just a little bit just below that, but if it taps into that and shoots off, then I wouldn't be surprised if that gets taken out here. But it could fulfill, like it could just fall through. Take a look at euro. Eagle high has been taken here. Take a look at this wick. Wick has been closed above, so just nothing that I like. So sorry guys, it's been a bit of a boring stream, but it's good to just talk to you guys. I did think about mentorship, sort of a little bit, but not too much. I did speak about that in my Discord. I'm not sure if you're in it, but I have a Discord that I've had for like a year or something. And I did say the other day that I wanted to make like just a smaller, little like quote unquote inner circle people, just because then it only be the people who are proper truly like want to learn this stuff instead of me posting or talking about stuff, and the people who aren't really interested in are still getting that knowledge. So that's why I just wanted to make a little bit smaller group. Yeah. So yeah, I sent them the other day that like I just want to make it a little bit more like private, like another group private, just for people who are properly interested in trading and stuff like that. And then I'd love to put my energy into you guys like that, but putting energy into people who aren't even on the Discord and stuff like that is a teeny bit draining. It's not too bad. I don't mind it too much, but I would just love for someone to put my energy into someone who like really wants it, you know. It's all like these live streams, like when you guys are talking back, I love it. But if it's like if there's no one talking back into the group chat, it's basically I just can't really do anything about that. But I know you guys like, even though there's 2 of you guys or 3 of you guys, it's good that you're talking back to me. It's basically like a one-on-one, isn't it? One-on-one session. Even though nothing's going on, but it's still cool to talk to you guys. But yeah, I have sort of thought about it a little bit, but I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, if I am going to do it at all. Check pound dollar, of course I can. So pound dollar is not doing too much again. Let's go through it, sorry. Just putting my phone on do not disturb. So let's have a look. Go on the 4 hour. We've seen this BISI here. Respected. Okay. Let's make that blue. Take out midpoint. Go into the 1. Haven't seen too much really. You can sort of say that sell side, but not really sell side. It'd been good if this midpoint got respected, but it didn't. Just consolidate here. We see this BISI here, respected. So respected here. You can say this is an order block here. So make that purple. Well, let's make that orange. Okay, no, I don't like the colour. Let's make that, yeah, purple. Right, then make that, sorry, green. Alright, so we've seen a couple, so we've seen 4 hour BISI, 1 hour order block, and then a 1 hour BISI here. Actually get the midpoint. Midpoint's perfect. So here, that's sort of what I like to see. So if something like that, that's nice. So we're saying that's one to run up higher into these highs here. Take a look at the 4 hour, could it be? Again, 4 hour could be this wick as well. So if these are the draw liquidity, so that there and that there, from this low here, you draw it to the draw liquidity. So you find the premium discount. That's the first thing you want to do, is just make sure you find the premium discount. Go into the 5-minute time frame. So let me delete that now. So anything above this candle, I know that it's in a premium. So anything above here is a premium. You want to look at the kill zones. So 2 AM, which is here, till 5 AM is the London kill zone. So these 2 candles here is bullish order block. Okay, draw that across. I'm just going to delete a couple bits now. So this is bullish order block here. Make that grey, take that midpoint off, and then go into the 1-minute time frame here. Okay, there hasn't been any market breaker here just yet. Let's have a look if there is. So it's made a low, a high, low, low. If it then takes out this high, these 3 candles or 2 candles will become a breaker. So let's see if it does. Okay, so it made another one here, low, high, low, low, high, high, breaker. There's a fair value gap here, but it may not even get to it. So here, fair value gap. So that'd be my entry for it to want to run back into here, but your partial will be here 100%. So here, so let's see if it does. That's very unfortunate if it doesn't. Okay, look, you just get really unlucky here. You don't get tapped in. But that's literally how I trade. So let's just go on, delete this quickly, delete this, delete this. So made a low, high, low, low. So sorry, low, high, low, low, high, high. Once that gets taken here, then these become a breaker. Here. Is there a fair value gap in the breaker? Here. That's your entry. What's the time? 4:50. What's that? That's a macro. So you're just always adding in that sort of things. So macro here. Then what do you want to do? This is low, high, low, low. So this here, this leg is times. This is manipulation. So you just have to just block that out. So sort of that doesn't exist. So you draw from this low to the high and get a target here, which be here. So that'd be first partial, second partial here. Let's see if it gets there. It gets there easily, and then that'd be the draw liquidity here, which I know price just doesn't get to just yet. Actually go to 1.5. Just go extend price to the right. Doesn't just quite get the 1.5 yet, but let's see what price looks like now. Gets to the 1.5 there. But yeah, look at that entry there. Peak entry. That would have been my entry here. Just about missed that, but you see low, high, low, low, high, high. Where is it? Yeah. Actually, to be fair, tell a lie. Let me actually make proper note. I think I messed up. It didn't actually break the high just yet. So anything that I said is actually false. So I mean, it's a low, high, lower, low. You have to wait for that to get broken, which is here. So then that'd be the entry here, which again is another macro, so 510. So even though that was wherever it was here, it didn't actually make the breaker here. So it only becomes a breaker when it takes that candle here. So that's the entry. Right there. Not here. So sorry for a little bit of confusion, but that is the breaker there. So once that candle there, then it becomes a breaker. Then you get in here for then your targets, which some of your targets would have been taken like here. If that makes sense for you guys, let me know. So macro, so every 10 to the hour and 10 past the hour, there's a run on liquidity. So there's a fair value gap that runs on liquidity. That's similar to a silver bullet. But yeah, that's an ICT macro. So 10 to the hour, 10 past the hour, there's a fair value gap that runs for liquidity. Always. Doesn't mean it's every single hour on GU or EU. It could be any random pair. Taras, I'm not sure if it would be free or not. The only thing, like, I'd love it to make it free. But the only thing is, like, if you guys end up paying some money, you'd then be more putting the effort in. If you know what I mean. If it's free, then you might not care about it. You might not like turn up and stuff like that. So I want only people who proper put in like the effort in. And if you make it a fee, then I'd know that you guys are really willing to do it. That's the only reason why I would make it a fee. But yeah, it's not confirmed yet. Like, it's something that I just had a thought of. But I definitely got, like, I'd always just keep live streaming, posting videos anyway. So, but yeah, if that made sense for the macro, if I had. Yeah, I think I will do what was it called? A small Discord group, but I don't know. But yeah, if that made sense for that pound dollar trade. So we had 4 hour BISI here, so that's respected. We had an hour BISI here, respected. Order block here, respected. So 3 things that has been respected. If it wants to run up hot, so that means it wants to run higher. Where could it go? Well, I've just seen here, there's that CB there, so that could be a dual liquidity. Then it'd be that high, and then on the 4 hour is that wick. So those are the dual liquidity. From this, you could say this low here or this low. Draw into that there. Premium discount. So this is still in a discount, so that is a order block. And then bang, that's how literally I got it. Another example of macro, yeah, sure. Let's have a look on, there is NASDAQ. Here, literally. So 4 o'clock, fair value gap here, 403, liquidity there. That's literally just what I just saw. Whereas, want to see there's a bit more liquidity though. Here. I guess it did end up running there, but it just ran that little liquidity. If using an even smaller time frame, like the 15-second or something, that would have been nice to run that higher there. But let's see if there is any on Euro. But yeah, it's it's easier when I see like multiple reasons for it to go long, then I find a setup, and then sometimes or occasionally it does end up coming into the macro as well. But there's a macro here, so that 510 fair value gap, 10 o'clock. Where does it run for? Liquidity here. There. So macro 510, 10 past the hour, fair value gap, run, take out buy side. So that's just another example. Here, that could potentially be mine. There's no fair value gap there. So hope that made sense to you guys. Just one low. It needs to make a lower low though. So for do you mean bullish breaker or bearish breaker? So literally for a breaker, it needs to make a lower low, so a low that's lower than the previous low, then make a high, so a high. And similar with the bearish breaker, it needs to make a high, then a low that break the low. So on GU, I'll give you the example again. So it makes a low, a high, a lower low. So lower than that low. So then you're just waiting for that to get taken there. So it makes a higher high. Then that becomes breaker, fair value gap there. But then you can also do a little one, which was here, a low, a high, lower low. So that low is lower than that low. Then a higher high becomes a breaker. I guess there is a fair value gap there too, actually. But it's not inside the breaker, which I just don't like. Actually, tell a lie, there is one there. Boom. And boom. So inside the breaker is there. So that'd be my entry. And then a nice run up higher. So that's literally my strategy. But the main thing is using the higher time frames to know what bias you have. Because if you don't know what you're looking for, if you don't know if you're looking for buy side or sell side, then you don't know which is a market structure shift and which is just a run in stops. So that is the main thing. Because here, low, high, low, low, high, high, I could have thought that was a run on buy side. And then potentially if it played around here, looked for Sibby to go short, I could have gone that. But because I knew I was looking for the upside, then I knew that that was actually a breaker, a bullish breaker, fair value gap to enter here. Same there, same thing with that. So we've got 25 minutes till the open. And you got 55 minutes till Powell speaks or testifies. So definitely be patient if you're not in trade yet. I mean, there isn't really much going on. It's above the CC. Do you mean CE? Do you mean the consequent encouragement? Above the CC of the last order block. So on the 4 hour, this bearish order block here, you mean if it closes above the midpoint? Is that what you mean? No, so if it closes above the midpoint, like the mean threshold, it doesn't mean that it's going to continue going up higher. It just means that it's less bearish than you think. Like, If you wanted to look for shorts, it'd just be another confluence. If it rejects that, then it's just another confluence to go short. So it basically just means if it doesn't close above that, then bullish. You could start seeing potential bullish momentum, but it doesn't mean go long there and then. So I would probably, with this wick here, it's a longer wick. So I'll do it from here to here. But if I looked at the 1 hour, yeah, same thing. Market form, probably these candles here, these 3 candles. There. Get the midpoint, rejects the mean threshold here. But if it's like a stubby wick, like, you can say a little bit like this, then you could just draw from the bodies, because it's from the open price. So it's from the open price. So we are saying, bar side's been taken here, Sibby, and then rejection of this. We have to wait for another 50 minutes for this candle to close, because if we're seeing this now, I mean, let's look for shorts. This candle could end up a bullish candle closing above there. You know what I mean? You have to just be a little bit more patient. Yo, how are you doing, Johnny? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, if we're looking for all that, if it was closed below, so we can see Sibby here, bar side's been taken, potentially bearish order block here. It's a bearish order block because we're targeting this sell side. Draw from the top to the sell side is in a premium. So the main thing is if your bearish order block is in a discount, then it's not a bearish order block. That's a key thing to write down if you guys haven't. And this is all from just ICT teachings. Thank you. On this order block here. Is it a bullish order block? Take from, you can see this low here to the high. Then it's not. But if we draw it from this push here, then it's acting as a bullish order block here, just for there. So it's from this low to that high. So even though it's from not this low, then you just got to be really careful. That is not a bullish order block here. But if you draw it from this, then it is. So because that's, you draw it from there and it's not, and it's from there it is, I would just be really careful. So just keep that in mind for a different time frame, or if you're looking at EU. Oh, lucky man. I mean, take the positives from that. You took a trade, it went to your TP. Did you have your stops too tight? You could maybe potentially learn something from that. Just keep in mind and spread. But yeah, that's the thing with Euro, or just with Forex. Brokers can increase the spread to take people out of the market. With futures, they can't. Yeah, that could happen. O trade. Yeah, it could make a 5-minute market structure shift and then go for London lows potentially. But at 10 a.m., so if you look down here, in 50 minutes, the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell, is testifying, so there'll be a little bit of volatility in the market. What else you guys looking at? What other pairs do you guys look at? I know there's a couple more people in there now. Have you guys taken any trades? Where are you guys from? And stuff like that. I'd love to get to know you guys. Yeah, 100% Johnny. Just keep to the same strategy. That's the best thing to do. So here, I'm not really keen. I don't know SMT, but ES has made a high. NQ has failed to make the high. We look at futures. I mean, the Dow's just has been discussed in there. Dollar hasn't, I guess, has made the low here, but hasn't taken the low. But yeah, I don't know too much about S&T. If anyone's good at S&T. So, with my where do I put my entry after market structure shift? I mean, yeah, I have to wait for. I get in on the order block on the breaker and a fair value gap, but if I was here, then I just put it at the high. So this is like the 2022 model. Buy side's been taken, market structure shift, fair value gap here. You just put your stop above fair value gap. Above the high. And then target these equal lows. But again, I haven't seen on the higher time frame enough for me to be confident on where price wants to run to. I haven't seen it anyway. It's a little bit choppy. So I've seen buy side taken here, SIBI, tick, but I'm still waiting on this hour candle. On the 5 minute time frame, I'd enter on here. So if this becomes a fair value gap, you can either enter there, or you can go from the high to the low and get the midpoint. So like price wants to run back into a premium. However, if it's really bearish, then it will literally potentially just tap into that and just run even lower. It's called institution order flow entry deal. But yeah, again, I'm not saying it's going to go short. It could go short, but I haven't seen anything on the higher time frame for me to want to look for shorts. But yeah, we've seen like a high, a low, high, high, low, low. So here could be a breaker, fair value gap here. What's inside the fair value gap? What's inside the breaker, sorry? Fair value gap. That's why I'd have my entry if I knew I was short. But at the minute, my bias is neutral. Any other pairs you guys want me to look at? I'll happily look at anything, but yeah, with euro, I know what I'm talking about with euro or dollar. and I'll try and give my point of view on other pairs, but I'm not as confident with them. So, but I'd happily go through any pair with you guys, or if you guys want me to mark up anything for you guys as well. Right, gold. Let's have a look at gold. Still trading up higher. Did end up taking that that buy side, like I said. We saw like a nice gold entry, so I can happily go through that with you guys again if you want. 15 minutes till the New York open for the market open for the stock exchange. Price is now back into this fair value up here, which is the breaker. Yeah, I like that colour better. It's having the same colour. Looks like it. Yeah. So I think old me would have like been less patient and seen that, and I would have jumped the gun here. But because I haven't seen exactly enough confluences on the high time frame, it's just a bit more risky. Especially with Powell talking in 40 minutes and CPI tomorrow. Like, it's just literally, yeah. But those are the things that you just got to go through to learn and make you a better trader. But let's see if it does. But look, just really choppy here. Where we're saying high, low, high, low, low. From here to here. You can draw from the high to the low to get targets. So target sort of lines up nicely with these equal lows. So let's draw that across. And then also get that as well. Yeah, just let you know, guys, I'm still neutral on price, so it's definitely not like a trade setup. Just journal it, journal what price does, how it's reacted to this breaker and fair value gap. The fact that it's reacted quite nicely so far is alright. Let's see how this next 1 minute candle reacts. It could be 2 or 3 times a week, could be once a week. It literally just varies on if price allows it, you know. If there's decent news as well, I have to have red folder news. I'm not trading on like boring news days. So like Monday there was literally no news releases, so I knew that was gonna be choppy. Yesterday was okay, but it still hasn't been the nicest price action. But yeah, just depends, varies. If there's like last week NFP, I want to be trading Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's 3 times, but potentially if there's any setups. So, but all you need, if you think about it, if you think about hedge funds, I think they make about like 3 to 4% a year. So think about that, and they make millions. So it's not about how much percent. If you make 1% a month, if you've got a 100k account, that's £1,000 minus the 20% from the prop firm. That's £800 or $800, depending. That at least could help you pay for your rent, and that's literally with just 1%. And if you risk 0.25% and make a 4 to 1 trade, one time each month, then bang. Simple. Instead of you panicking, risking 2%, 3%, and just really panicking and getting your heart rate up, like I've been there, and then you're just not thinking straight. you hold the trade potentially too long, you cut the trade too short, etc. So just try and just sort of think about why you're actually getting into the trading. Like, try and not think about all the Lamborghinis and stuff like that first. Think about, okay, how can I pay for my groceries, or how can I pay for my car insurance, MOT, or how can I pay for rent, or how can I, start by just doing that. And then just start building up and building up. Once you start building up your accounts on prop firms, that's when, you can start making pretty decent, life-changing money. But yeah, you can see it's respecting this at the minute, but it's just a little bit slow. It's not, at the moment, it's not a low resistance liquidity trade. But that's potentially because there's news coming out in like 40 minutes, so could be waiting for that. Just knowing when to trade is the most key thing, I'd say, for you guys. Knowing when to trade is more important. Knowing when to trade is the most important thing. Took a bar and pound, 311. Let's take a look, bro. $3.11 here. Did you nice. I mean, did you get involved in this, like bullish order block, fair value gap here? Or what was your exact, and where was you targeting? Was you targeting the high? Or you just literally just had a 2-to-1? Yeah, win is a win, bro. Win is a win. If you know why you took the trade, and it wasn't lucky, and you didn't break any of your rules, then it's perfect, mate. If you break your rules and you still win, it's literally like, as ICT says, cheating on your wife and getting away with it. It's always a good thing to say. See if price wants to come down. May just trickle down, or it may end up before the news, boom, take you out, and then the news release. Nice, bro. Perfect, mate. As long as you keep doing the exact same things that you're doing, that is what you want to do. You just don't want to change anything up. The worst thing to do, people would win one trade doing a strategy, they'd stick to that until they start losing again, and then they'd change the strategy. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good to target the highs. So that's where the liquidity is. I mean, was you there when I showed the pound-dollar trade example of this morning? There was another nice trade for GU. At first I couldn't really see anything, but when you actually just take your time to look, there was a few things, but it wasn't anything too clear for me. But there were still some things. Yeah, I mean, that's when I think if you need to make sure that if you have a good even if you have a 2-to-1 RR, like risk reward, that should be good enough in the long run, as long as your strike rate is good. If not, then just say to yourself, if you lose one trade, you'll be done for the day. If you just say one trade a day, one trade each day, something like that. Have some rules like that to try and stop yourself, or have like just tighten up your strategy a teeny bit. Make sure you're only taking A class setups. Then you cut out the losing a little bit like this. Like this would be just not an A class setup for me. Yeah. This would be something that it could win, but also could lose. So what's the point of just increasing your risk to lose? When like potentially next week could be an A class setup, and I'm like, oh, why couldn't I just wait for that? And then bang, you've made 3%, but you've also lost 1% from this trade, so you actually made 2% when you could be potentially 3% up. So those are the things that we just keep adding up and building up. And that just all comes with experience of just trading. You will understand and learn, like knowing what days are good to trade and what is good price action. I mean, only thing with next trade is half risk. It's good, but if you stick to the exact same risk, then if you're dealing with probabilities, all right, and you've just lost a trade, meaning you're closer to your next win, and what's the point of halving the risk? You know, maybe you take a win and then half the risk, then you take a loss, then your next trade is a win, so why don't you put your normal risk up, you know, like reverse it, and then maybe you'd be making more. Yeah, that makes sense. Because if you lose one, then you're closer to another win, and then you risk 0.5%, and you're basically back on break even, and then you lose again, so you'll be -1. So either keep to the exact same risk each time, and it would end up winning if you've got a good risk to reward and a good strike rate, you will 100% win. But yeah. Yo, how you doing, Abzar? Or Abazar? The core content, I've watched it, but I can't remember on the top of my head if that's the newest one. So let me just read what you're saying again. Content I've completed month 1, but I'm not able to understand month. So if you complete one month, bro, just watch all the videos, and then I think once you've completed every single month, you'd understand a little bit more. So if you've only completed month 1, then watch all the months. There's some of his older videos that teach about market structure. A lot of the time is 2022 mentorship as well. But I'm sure you can type in ICT market structure. There's a lot of his videos there. Will teach you about market structure. But just try and watch as much videos as you possibly can, if that helps. Yo, what's up? Free Money, how you doing, man? So we've got a minute until the New York Open. So equal highs here. Let me delete stuff. Let's go to regular trading hours. So it's from the close, which is here, and then go back onto electronic to the open. So we've gapped up, so potentially once it's open, it's going to be gap up, so it's potentially want to fill down. Keep that in mind. Let's go into the 5. Regular trade now is just going to start trading again, gap up. So this is the trade, this is the gap, so this is a liquidity void. There's no trading done here. So you want to get the different quadrants, so you want to get 25%, 50%, blah, blah, blah. Go back into electronic. Honestly, at the top of my head, I can't remember if he teaches about market structure. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Off the top of my head, I can't. But I know that if you just search up like market structure ICT and just make sure it's his videos, then watch some. It's like his really old videos, like back in 2017, 2018, stuff like that. Why do I not take the sell on euro? That's because on the higher time frame, it hasn't given me enough context for me to want to go short. So I can't see enough evidence for me to want to go short here. Like I've seen buy side been taken, and it's respected this civvy, but that's it. I want to see a little bit more, and then I want to go into the lower time frames. So that's how I can tell that like old me, like I was saying, potentially would have just jumped the gun and gone into this. And now I'll be a little bit worried about my account here, looking on break even, stuff like that. Like this trade could still work out, but there's Powell talking in half hour as well. So potentially the market's going to just be waiting for what he has to say. So it's just going to, I could just be stuck in this trade now. Could be going up and down, up and down, up and down. And then I could just get lucky and it drops down lower, or just unlucky and it just goes up higher. Like it's just a little bit more risky. Take a look at Nasdaq again. I mean, look at pound. Pound is just shooting through the roof. Pound is leading. Does this mean euro is going to start catching up potentially? Again, you want to just check all three of your pairs: dollar, pound, euro. Dollar's not moving much. Euro's not moving much. Pound is moving a lot. Also, it's got to say that the market is not flowing really well. So if you're selling against this, the pound is going to bring weakness into the dollar, which is going to bring strength into the euro, and it's just not like it's not on like flowing terms really. So it's just going to be choppy. So you want to make sure that pound is going nicely with euro, and dollars going the opposite way to euro and pound. So here, low, high, low, low, high, high. Euro could potentially want to catch up, which is called the six sister. Breaker. If it's the six sister, then Euro potentially wants to catch up and take out this high. But yeah, at the minute, with pound doing what it's doing, I'm very just pleased that I didn't get into that trade. Expectation for today's Powell speech, I would say it's hard to expect it really. It depends what he says. Is in expectation for going up or down, or literally just how? Because if you take a look at yesterday's his speech yesterday, it was this here. So bang, wick and down. So literally that's sort of seek and destroy, and then after that just sideways. So it's literally just this little bit here. It could potentially be even worse today. Is there any other news happening? Let me just check. No, that's not any other news happening. So yeah, I would just say expect liquidity to get taken. That's what I'd say. So as I was saying before, before he's it's so manipulated anyway, because before he speaks the market's already moved, but if he says anything which is positive for the dollar, then euro will absolutely drop. But he has half an hour speaking, so usually he talks really well against the dollar, and then he'll bring in some negative stuff against the dollar. That's why the the market goes up and down because it's just reacting to his speeches. But yeah, he usually has to like swear in on the Bible and stuff like that he doesn't lie, and like to manipulate the market and stuff like that. So and as he's doing that, the market's already moved. So hopefully I'll stay and we can see exactly how the market is moving. And we look here, the low, high, low, low, high, high, taken out, seek and destroy before the news. You know, look at that, taken out, and then potentially run. People trying to go long here. So it's just so choppy that you just don't want to be involved in the market. Look at NASDAQ, running completely down to try and fill the void, this gap, go to the midpoint. Equal highs here. Taken there, look at that, runs. People think it's going to go higher. It's been going higher all like pre-New York. Takes them out, drops. And then potentially, Fed Powell is going to talk, potentially run that up higher, take everyone out who's short from the open. Oh, sorry, bro. What trade was you in? The euro. Sorry about that, man. 100% don't want to make anyone take the trade out or anything like that. Like I could literally be wrong, you know. Like stick to your guns. The euro setup. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was good, but again, on the higher time frame, just I don't have the exact confluences for me to want to go short. And yeah, Fed Power is talking, especially with like what pound is doing. Like pound is absolutely skyrocketing. That's going to bring weakness into the dollar, which should then bring strength into euro. So yeah, it's going to be interesting what Powell's going to say, how it's going to react to the market. I mean, NASDAQ is falling, S&P's falling, but not as leading as much as NASDAQ. Yeah, I've proper enjoyed the stream so far, guys. Hope you enjoy the stream as well. I'll definitely be doing more of streaming. Proper enjoying it. But yeah, this is just, it's potentially you can see that the market is just waiting for Fed Powell, for Powell to speak. I'm 22 and I started trading, I think about I was trading 17, so 5 years ago. 5 years into my career. Trading ICT for 2 years now. Yes, I love a bit of egg fried rice, man. I need to eat some food soon as well. I haven't eaten. I'll try. Yeah, I used to eat quite a lot before, for like breakfast and lunch, stuff like that. Now I've got a little bit older. Don't seem to be eating as much. I just eat like lunch and dinner. I appreciate it, man. I'm appreciated that you guys are stopping by and tuning in. I love it. Hopefully the audio is good and stuff like that as well. And hopefully I'm not talking too quickly. I need to just get used to that slowing my voice down. Yeah, Jews pumping. There must have been something 100% something been said. There is no news release, so it potentially been like the Prime Minister said something or something like that. I'm trying to look on Twitter to see exactly what's happened. So apparently traders see less than 50% chance of the Bank of England rate cut in August. So that basically means if they want to cut the interest rates, then people who are going to invest in pound are going to get a less return. So if they're not going to cut it, then it means that they're going to get a still better return. So that's why that's why the pound just gained then. Fundamentally, anyway. That's the fundamental reason. So the reasons why people like the Bank of England increases interest rates is to bring price lower. And to bring price lower will bring down inflation. So inflation since COVID times has been obviously skyrocketing because people have been coming out and buying loads of things and then the prices go up. So that's why they've been increasing interest rates to stop people buying on their credit cards and stuff like that, and to keep the money in the bank. So that's why it's decreased inflation. So that's how it basically works. So if they're not going to increase or decrease interest rates, then they're still going to be getting a better return. So that's just happened, or apparently it's just come out. Potentially that's why it's pumped up. Look at gold, of course. So I showed gold earlier. So was it on just the hourly? We've had a sell side here for 4 hour. Okay, so 4 hour sell side's taken. That's one reason for price to want to go up higher. So that's one reason, sell side. Look on the hour. Okay, look on the hour. There's this BISI here, breakaway gap. Breakaway gap here. Bullish order block. If we're looking to target this high here, draw from the low to the high. This is still in a discount, so it's still a bullish order block. So that's two reasons: bullish order block, sell side. What's this here? What's this here? BISI, consequent encouragement, nice. So that's three reasons for why price wants to go higher. Going to the lower time frame now. Okay, so what's this time? 12 o'clock, so you want to be entering 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. for the London kill zone. So bullish order block there, taps into that at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is the kill zone. So low, high, low, low, higher, high. This is a breaker here. And then you have your stops just below here, and price is just ran higher. So that was just a nice entry. But yeah, the news affects gold. So it affects gold in 15 minutes potentially. Well, it could still spike up higher. So there's this little inefficiency here. That's already tapped into that. So it's tapped into inefficiency and this bearish order block. So potentially you can see a little bit pullback, but I don't know how the news would affect gold. Hopefully that made sense, bro, for the gold. I thought you meant gold analysis, sorry, bro. For the news, yeah, I just don't really know. With the Fed power, it's just going to be manipulated, so it could go up or down. But with price running up higher, you don't even want to be buying, because it needs to pull back anyway to get back into an equilibrium or discount. like here. So from the low to the high, it does end up pulling back into a discount for running up higher. But if you wanted to target here or even there, this high, then it's already in a it's already in a premium. So it wants to be getting back into this here, order block, fair value gap for it to buy higher. So that's the key things. No, I would say sell now, because it could be doing anything. O-trade, that is crazy, you know. I bet in January he was probably thinking I was just talking gibberish. You just didn't understand, but now you can see, now you can understand what I'm talking about. It's crazy though. Like, same with me when I was watching ICT. I didn't really understand what he was talking about, and now it's just like another language. It's basically another language. Yeah, make it. I mean, what are you making complicated? Just, you need to stick on the higher time frames first until you get a bias, and then go down into lower time frames. If you don't have the bias, what's the point of going down into a lower time frame? Just stick to the higher time frame until you got that bias, and then you can go into the lower time frames, and there's certain kill zone hours, and then look for the trades. Write it down. If you write it all down, make it more simple. Like this, don't forget, this is taking me a long time to learn. But I'm glad that I make it more simple for you, like easier for you. It was complicated for me at first, but just got to keep the charts clean, so you don't see too many things on the screen. And yeah. So yeah, look at Euro still playing around, waiting for the news to happen. Pound is just shooting up. Nasdaq came back shy of the midpoint of the gap. So taking out all the sell side here though. There is 10 minutes till news release. What can you trade on gold? What do you mean? Go short or long? I mean, I don't trade gold, bro. I'd happily help you out on analysis, but I don't trade gold, and I'd feel bad if I say sell and it goes long. So I'm not like a signals provider. But all I say is gold is overbought at the minute, so there's no point of buying. Doesn't mean that it's going to go short. We could keep going higher, and on the higher time frames, it's going higher. So don't sell. So just wait for it to pull back. That's what I'd say. Nasdaq, taking people out who are long here, and now people who are short, it's going to get taken out here, and I'm going to take out this high right here. There you go. So you think euro is going to go down, respecting the order block, price and premium range, ST as well, buy side liquidity getting taken out. Where am I wrong at? I mean, yeah, just with euro, it could end up running higher. Especially if it wants to target this old high here. Let me just delete that for now. This could be manipulating people into going short. So here, buy side's been taken. People who've tried to sell this, taken out. People who've tried to buy this, now been taken out. So the shorts are winning at the minute. So people who've shorted this are winning. Are they going to now be taken out with the news? it could, I'd say, just on, for me personally, I'm still neutral for euro. For the New York session, only because I don't really, it's a little bit choppy for me. There isn't any PD arrays there that is respecting. I see a bullish order block here. That's it. I mean, I see this BISI here, but I'd like to see like more sell side get taken. Alright, that didn't get taken here. This is still low. That didn't get taken. So potentially bullish order block BISI. That's it. But with PAL, like you sort of want red folder news to bring the volatility in. So sometimes there's going to be like a fake run, and then the real run would happen. So with the liquidity. So we watch it live together. So it could potentially run up higher here. That'd be the fake run. Then create a fair value gap. You'd get tapped in really quickly, which is institutional order flow entry drill, and then it would run and fly to where it really wants to go to. That what happens 9 times out of 10 is what happens. Does the fake run, and then literally quick fair value gap, you get tapped in really fast, institutional order flow entry drill, and then it runs for where it really wants to go on the higher time frame. But it might, that's just on certain newses anyway. So yeah, for now I'm just neutral, so I don't really have a bias for euro. Yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, it's a little bit choppy here for 4 hour. If we take a look at this long wick here, it's fulfilled the consequent encouragements to the midpoint, so that's what I don't like that either. Did I ever try news breakout trading? I didn't try the news breakout trading. I tried breakout trading in general. So it's where it's like consolidation breaks above the box of consolidation, like that's consolidating like there. This is what I literally used to trade: consolidate, break above, retest, and then it has to close above there, get in, and then it'll go higher. But just sometimes it just didn't do it, and stuff like that. Like, so yeah, Nasdaq taking out that high, which is nice. Again, equal highs here, gets taken out, runs lower, gets taken out, and then runs higher. Fair value gap here. We want to look at the 1 minute time frame. You want to see a after the 9:30 open, probably this candle here is the clear fair value gap. This fair value gap will get respected all session. So this is like a key fair value gap that you want to look for. AMD, I'm not too sure what AMD is, bro. Yeah, let's make that orange. Keep that for the day. Just keep in mind of this fair value up here. Just see how price respects it. It doesn't always have to respect here. It could close down, make an inversion fair value gap, but it's like a key fair value gap for this session. The reason why I didn't do this one here because it's just a little bit too small. This one here is just like a clean fair value gap. Oh, accumulation minute distribution. A little bit, but I didn't see. I wasn't looking for, so it was like that. With the accumulation, you want to see a drop lower, and then the run higher. I'll be trading. I'll see the manipulation, and then I'll get in on that, and then I think it'd do that. So I'll be looking to get in there, and I'll get taken out, and then it'll break up higher. So that's how I was losing, but that was a long time ago. So yeah, 5 minutes of Fed Power talks. I mean, I want to get good at live streaming, like, as in, I'd love to bring the actual, what's it called? I'll be able to bring the stream in, like YouTube, and watch the stream together, watch the FedPal talking together and stuff like that. But soon, hopefully, I will get better at live streaming and figure out actually how to do it. So here, sell side's been taken. Sell side's been taken here. Buy side's also been taken, so. Yeah, I'll stream for like another half hour or so. Half hour. I'm enjoying this in a minute, so. See what price has to do in 3 minutes. Take a look at dollar. Dollar's been trading on this 4 hour bullish order block. Yeah, trust me. I mean, that's everyone does support and resistance, and that's what the market, like, that's how, like, like, when I did support and resistance, I used to get taken out, and then it used to run my way. I'm like, oh, I was right, but then I got taken out. That's what the market does. It goes both ways. Like, if you don't learn the ICT way, you're just always going to get stopped out. So obviously, there's a lot more of a trading strategies that work, but if you trade support and resistance, then you'd always be getting stopped out and then not getting in the real run. Always think as well, like with here Nasdaq, so even though it's not technically support and resistance, but it sort of is, but resistance here, okay, people have got buy limits here, so when it breaks out, they think there's going to run and break out here. So it breaks out, it tags them in buyers, and then it runs lower. So they've been taken out, and now it's running higher. So they'll be like, taken out the market, so they're scared to get back in. And now they'll be like, oh, I was right, it was going up higher. And then also, people who've shorted this have now been taken out of the market here. So it's a lose-lose unless you know properly how the market moved. People who've longed this from here, moving their stops here, 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 they've now been taken out of the market fully. Is EU going to be the sixth sister and catch up to GU? We shall see. I'm just going to delete this now, just make it a little bit more neater for you guys. Let's go on the 15, see any draw liquidity. On the 5. So here would be definitely be buy side to make it a little bit bigger, and then the sell side bit here. So that'd be the targets for. Oh, sorry, my eyes itchy. That'd be the targets for just now, the news release. Sell side here, and then buy side here. It could potentially wick down, wick up, wick down, or it could just go one way. I just don't know. Let's see what happens. It may not even do anything, but we'll see. Unless it's lagging. Give it 2 minutes or so. See what happens on any other price. So ES is ran up higher, taking out highs, whilst Nasdaq is not taking out the highs. S&T again. It's fair. It's not doing too much to share. Give it like 5 minutes or so. See if it does bring some volatility in the market. Yeah, I mean, I guess if he's testifying 2 days, then it moved a lot yesterday. That's why the only thing I was thinking about. It's not going to move much today, but it still could move in the next 10-15 minutes. It's 10 a.m. now, so silver bullet hour. I guess everyone's just waiting for CPI release tomorrow. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to like be like a massive move, but I did think it was going to move a little bit more than this, to be fair. Look at dollar staying inside the weekly opening gap. So that's why it's just always crucial to just bear in mind all of the weekly opening gaps. Pound's going higher. Take a look at pound Aussie. So we got sell side here. Let me delete this. We've got sell side here, been taken. We've got, let's count these 3 candles here. There's a bullish order block here. And then a little bit of a bissy here. So once you see that at 9 a.m. here, let's see if there was anything on this bullish candle here. The bullish order block, sorry. So we had 3 reasons: sell side, order block, bissy. Let's go into the 1 minute time frame. So low, high, low, low, high, high. Let's make this a little bit cleaner, make this pink, delete this. So this is the order block here. It's made a low, high, low, low, high, high. These 3 candles is the breaker. So once this here, or that high, gets taken here, then it becomes a breaker. What's inside the breaker? Fair value gap here. Look how price is expecting this. Does it take off? Yeah. What's it targeting? Sell side, buy side, buy side, buy side. Simple, isn't it? Look at that. Going to the 5. Target there. Boom. Simple. I just trade euro. Just trade euro. But I'm just looking at different pairs. Just if people trade pound Aussie or pound dollar. The euro's slowly going up. Sell side's taken here. Slowly running up, but not too much. How many pairs do you trade, bro? I just trade one. But yeah, how many pairs do you all trade? If you guys are in the chat, and what pairs do you trade? Because if you guys come back into the stream, so I can, before the stream, I can look at the analysis and try and write some notes on it. Oh, 100%. The news is just like rocket fuel. The news is just like rocket fuel to where it wants to actually go. Apart from with mostly CPI and NFP, that is like manipulated. So that's, they choose where it wants to go there. Yeah, nice. Cable and euro. I mean, yeah, cable hasn't, for me personally, hasn't been too good. But euro seems to be all right so far. I mean, today has not been good for euro, but oh, 100%. Yeah, price action is bad because Monday had no news, literally no news. Tuesday, Powell was talking. There was decent trade on London session. Today, nothing. Tomorrow, CPI. So, and Friday is PPI, which is crazy as well. So just really be careful Friday as well. Yeah, nice, bro. Yeah, USD is probably the easiest because I think it's like 71% is inversely correlated with dollar. Oh, US CAD. I haven't actually looked at that pair in a while. Let's have a look. Well, straight away I see these equal lows. Equal lows here. Because if it's such a big low like this, you don't want to see that little tick like that. You want to see like a big push like down here to get taken. So equal lows there. Again, choppy, very choppy here. I'll just be like just trying to pick scraps off really from here, but buy side, buy side doesn't get to the consequent encouragement of the wick. See that wick here? Gets to that wick there, and then bearish order block here. I'll be just picking at things there. So it runs to that there. Bearish order block. 1 minute time frame. High, low, high, high, low, low. This comes to breaker. Is there a fair value gap inside this breaker? There. And there. But again, really choppy with how I've got my bias there. But yeah, it's really choppy how I've got my bias there. I probably wouldn't have taken that just because my bias would still be neutral with just looking at that. But yeah, it looks like it wants to come back into this. But potentially it wants to bullish order block, fair value gap here, sell side, could be reject off the bullish order block, fair value gap, taking sell side, and then it wants to run high for this buy side here. So that's why I'll be being patient to wait for that. Yeah, 100%, that's the best thing to do. Just know the ins and outs of one pair. That's why I've just been trading euro for the longest now. Yeah, 100%. The shift in market structure is the breaker. The shift in market structure is the breaker. So a bullish breaker is where it runs, takes sell stops, and then market structure shift and you get in. That's what a breaker is. It's a run and stops before having a market structure shift. So like I said here, that's a run on buy side. Then market structure shift takes a low and fair value gap there. I mean, fair value gap here as well, but I guess if you use forex.com instead of Oanda, probably looks a little bit better. Where was it? High, low, high, high, low, low. Fair value gap there. It looks a little bit better. There's a fair value gap there. It's inside the breaker. Then you'd have to have your stops above there or there. But again, yeah, always wait for a shift in market structure, which is the breaker for me. But imagine me trying to sell this here, like, because I didn't have a proper bias on the high time frame. Look how for the past hour, look how choppy that is. It's like that just used so much of my brain energy of me like just sticking to the trade. It's just not worth it when I could just be stress free. Like, using your mental capital is more, like, your mental capital is more valuable than your actual capital, because you could just get that capital back, but getting your mental capital back just takes so much more time, effort, and it's just more valuable. So think about that when next time you trying to force a trade, you're actually spending your mental capital as well, your confidence and stuff like that in your next trade. I mean, yeah, just even looking at it, euros going down sort of sideways, pounds running up higher, and dollar is going sideways. The market is not like flowing really like freely. I mean, yeah, that's good to like turn off the screen. However, like, if you're in profit and you start seeing price taker like it's liquidity, like creates more liquidity, takes that, then that's a place to take partials. And then, like, not looking at the screen, you don't know when to move where to move your stops, when to take partials, or you can sort of see it's respecting like discount arrays if you're short. It's respecting all the bissies, and you can sort of tell that it's going to go higher. You can't really cut the trade short. That's the only thing I'd say with turning off the screen. But literally whatever works with you, that's what you should do. Yeah, literally whatever works with you, that's what you should do. If you like set the TP, set a stop, go for that. That's what works. Yeah, nice. I usually have like a full TP, and then places where I could take my partials. I have my full destination for the trade, and then take partials along the way. But yeah, nothing else going on too much here, so give it like another 5-10 minutes, and then I'll probably end the stream, guys. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. I've probably enjoyed it. Yeah, don't worry, bro. I will eat. I can eat after. Don't worry. Trust me, I love all this stuff. I appreciate that, bro. Let's take a look at gold. Yeah, gold's still trying to get higher. Delete this now. Go on the 1. Taking buy side here. Oh, it hasn't even taken the buy side yet. Maybe that there. So that'd be the next draw liquidity for me. Appreciate that, bros. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully the streams, yeah, I'll just get, I don't know, I'll get better at streaming anyway. But I really enjoy it. It's good. I'd make sure that I do my trading first, and then I can literally have the whole time for you guys. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy, bro. I mean, yeah. What are you studying in uni? What are you studying in uni? I never went to uni, but I guess if you're not as passionate, you're passionate about the markets. If you're passionate about taking a subject, I'm sure you'd be proper just going all in, like tunnel vision on that subject. And this is the subject that I'm passionate about, and I could talk for hours and hours on it. Oh, that's cool though. That's sick. Accounting and finance. At least when you start trading a lot of money, you can do your own accounting. You don't have to pay for an accountant. You know all the tricks of the trades of avoiding taxes. Oh yeah. I'm sure there'll be a silver lining though, bro. Yeah, pound is just shooting up. Euro struggling. Dollars going sideways. Today is definitely not a day to trade. People have been getting chopped up in the market today. Those retail ricks are definitely getting taken out of the market, or pulling their hair out, just trying to watch the trade go when it's just going sideways. Good old retail rick. If you don't get the reference, that's from ICT. Retail rick. Yeah, literally nothing else going on in the market, nothing else today. It's going to be tomorrow CPI, so just really be careful about that. You can trade after the event, but just don't trade before the event. Oh, nice, Ed. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's good, bro. That's good. Yeah, I'm happy I've had the same analysis as you. As long as it's the right analysis, then yeah, we're winning. Literally, bro. Trust me. Like, it's so that's why I wanted to create like a little like an inner circle, quote unquote, just so like we can just like speak together, like speak about trading and stuff like that, because it is such a lonely game. Trading is such a lonely game. I wish like I could hire out. I think that would be one of my goals, is like hire out offices, so then people just come in and trade and like talk to each other. Like not even don't back like giving signals and stuff. Just talk about different things, like in trading. You know, that'd literally be our goal. Yeah, bro, you can have losses in the market. Even I have losses in the market. You just have to just keep those losses tight, keep the exact same trading system set up, and if it's a good trading setup strategy and you're risking the right amount, you will come out on top. If you do this, say, get a coin, so head to tails, heads equals +3, tails equals -1. You do that, 100% guarantee you'll come out on top if you flip it 10 times. So if you have a 50% win rate with 3 to 1, you'll always come on top. 2 to 1, it works as well. Flip it 10 times, you'll 100% always be on top. So it's literally just math. As long as you're doing the exact same thing, strategy, risking the exact same, you'll be fine. Always think as well, if you have a losing streak, you lose 3 wins, you lose 3 trades in a row, it just means you're closest, you're more closer to your winner. You know, you're more closer to a winning trade. That was Trading in the Zone, by the way. If you guys haven't read it, Trading in the Zone is such a good book. Can't even remember the author's name now. Let me get it. Mark Douglas, that's it. Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. Such a good book. Obviously, it doesn't teach you as much now because what ICT taught me, but it's a good book. I appreciate that, mate. Appreciate it. I mean, yeah, that's what I want to do. I just love trading. I want to teach. I'm not teach, I guess, but just help people with trading. Stuff like that. Your MM? Do you mean risk reward? Yeah, trust me, Trading Zone is really good. I read it a couple years ago, before ICT, and it was just incredible. It really opened my mind, to be fair. But now ICT, I probably don't believe as much, but I believe as much. Like, it basically talks to you about like your psychology basically in trading. So it's good. If you're struggling with psychology, it is good. Money management, yeah. Just risk. Just always have the same risk. Don't change your risk and see what happens. You'll be surprised. As long as you got a winning strategy, like even if you have a 3 to 1 risk reward, right? If you have a 40% win rate, meaning 10 trades you win 4, you'd still be winning. Win 4 trades out of 10. That's crazy. And imagine you have a good week or like a good month, you win 6 trades out of 10. You're just up a lot. You'll be up like 14% or something. If you win 6 trades out of 10, we're risking 1% to make 3%. If my math is right. Yeah, just whatever risk you want, you just make sure that you don't risk too much where you're losing sight of the market, where you're thinking too much about how much money you're on, like making, and how much you're losing. Like, you know, you're risking too much when you keep checking your MetaTrader 4 too much, like the balance, the profit and loss. Yeah, nice. I'll take note of that video, mate. Yeah. Cheers, bro. There is a Mark Douglas video on YouTube as well. He talks about it quite well. But But yeah, it's like what Mark Douglas says is if like a child gets bitten by a dog, that child is going to grow up feared of every single dog. So even if it comes to like the nicest dog in the world, it would always think that the dog's going to bite him because he's had a bad experience. So in trading, if you have one bad experience in trading, like a losing trade, and then the next trade is the best trade setup ever, you'll just be feared that that trade is going to be a loser when it's completely different trade. So it's just a way of viewing the market, really. It's always going to be a different trade. Could be the best trade ever, you know? Your best trade ever, the biggest run, and potentially you may not get into it because you're feared of it's going to be a loser like last time. That's basically what like Mark Douglas says about in the book. It is a really good book, so, but it's quite expensive. I think it's like 40 quid or something like that. $40 for a book. But I guess books last forever though. Let me see how much it actually is. No way, it's like 20 quid on eBay. Not eBay, Amazon. It used to be like 40 quid. So, but yeah, £20 on Amazon. It'd be a good read if you guys want to read that. There we go, yeah, get a PDF online, there we go. So EU slowly but surely climbing up to this buy side. I mean, would any of you want to be getting into this trade? If you're long here, people would move their stops there, been taken out, seek and destroy. So buy side got taken here, drops lower, pulls back up, drops lower, takes peeps out there to run higher, just seek and destroy. Yeah, I would just say, just risk, just do the exact same risk every time, you know. Even if you don't target buy side liquidity, like say you use like long here and your target is there, and if you want to just take out 2 to 1, that'd be your that if you take 2 to 1, that's perfect, you know. 2 to 1 trades is good. Don't listen to anyone who says like, oh, 10 to 1 is the best. Like, there's not going to be many which is going to be 10 to 1, like 5 to 1. Seek and destroy is where price is always take sell side and buy side. So here it's taking buy side here, then it's taking sell side, then it's taking buy side, then it's taking sell side. So it's just really hard to get into the market. Usually you want to see is like sort of this run, buy side been taken, then it just runs to take sell side, not buy side, sell side, buy side, sell side, sort of like that. Just seek and destroy, so it just keeps destroying your account. That just takes people out of the market basically. It happens usually Thursday, the day before NFP, sometimes the day before CPI, the day on CPI, FOMC, the day on that, like the morning of that. So that's what knowing seek and destroy. It just means just stay out of the market basically. Just let the gamblers, the retail ricks try and trade. Yeah, nice. 2 to 1 is good. It basically is accumulation, just like you can just see more runs. I mean, this is accumulation. You can maybe think this is manipulation for an distribution, but then it can end up running low and taking you out here. Like, it just means just stay out of the market really. You'll just get taken out. Yeah, 2 to 1's good. 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 4 to 1. I mean, 4 to 1's pushing it. 3 to 1's, even 3 to 1's, like, depending on how tight your stops are and stuff like that. I usually do about 2.5 to 3 to 1. And then if I have like a 5 to 1 trade, I don't hold it all the way. I take partials and then it ends up being like a 3 to 1. So if I was long here to there, that's like, and my stop was like there, so it's like 5-1. I'll take like half there, so then it'd be like 2.5 to 1 next, and then partials there, so then I'll be like 3-1, if that makes sense. So here, low, high, low, low, high, high, breaker, fair value gap here. We can now see some speed to take out this. Get the target. The target lines up perfectly with this buy side, which is another indication. So let's see if he wants to run out and take that out. Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't take a buy here. I was just seeing if he wants to work out with this breaker. Like, that's literally me just trading the pattern here. That pattern. I haven't got any other reason for me to go long. I just saw the pattern. On the 5, it's inside the CB here. So I mean, it can still work out, but yeah, that was just the pattern that I just saw. That's what I get in on normal entries, but I have to have so much more back in it. But the fact that it lines up with the standard deviation here is just a little bit. You also want to look for like things like that. Like yesterday, I was saying the daily opening gap midpoint was similar to the buy side, so it was like mostly level, so that I knew that was going to be like a stronger draw on liquidity. Yeah, nice. That's a good thing to take out partials. 25% of the range, 100%. If you see it close past the 25%, then you know that price potentially wants to get to the 50. And depending on how quick it does get to the 50, me like can tell you, like indicate if it wants to get to the 75%, and then vice versa to the high. Yeah, just so on the 5. Well, this market structure shift, you mean? It might not be a market structure shift. It could be a run on the sell side, and it could be running higher. I just don't know. You just don't know until you know the higher time frames, the 4 hour, 1 hour. But it's just not that clear for me at the minute. So knowing, so if I was bullish, had a bullish bias, sorry, then this would be more of a run on stops instead of a run, or instead of a market structure shift. Then I would want this to become an inversion fair value gap. Which you see here, the midpoint. Look at the midpoint here, lines up with the fair value gap, lines up with the bullish order, with the bullish breaker and the bullish order block. But I just don't know exactly that because of the higher time frame. Yeah, I'll just sit on my hands. I mean, it's a seek and destroy day, so there's no point trading today. Maybe New York session, but that's too late for me. It was like 7 p.m, 8 p.m. And plus, England is in the semi-finals. Come on, England. Against Netherlands, so therefore I won't be trading then. It was quite funny, a couple of years ago, I think it was like the World Cup, people was like tweeting about, oh, England getting through, does that mean, does that affect the pound? Stuff like that. It was quite funny. Yeah, Harry Kane missing the penalty, the pound dropped. I'm just kidding. No, of course it doesn't affect the market. It is coming up. Hopefully, I mean, this is the least confident I am with it coming home, but you never know. We've done all right. Haven't played the best, but you know that's what tournaments got to do. You got to win your games in tournaments. You get one chance. Rejection block here. Now it's getting really not neat. Let me do that. And delete that. Rejection block. Hopefully it's coming home. It's gonna be a good game today. I do like Netherlands, so but they're good. They're a good side. Always been a decent side, but Spain just looks so good anyway. So anyone who's going to beat Spain is you just watch the IRF of the hour and just remember what ICT said when bull down close, when bullish down close candles should top rise. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I mean, if it's in a discount, so you draw the fib, then it's a bullish order block. But yeah, you want the opposite candles to act as support or resistance. Me with here, that move, I really wanted it to take out that buy side. So now it's rejected, it just left me a little bit less confident in it, wanted to run that. So that's just something to take note of. Yeah, France is out against Spain yesterday. That was a good game though. Great game. I can't believe Lamine Yamal scored that banger goal. I mean, look at that, seek and destroy. Buy side taken here. Rejection block. Dropping lower. Potentially want to run here now. Just so choppy. Just get chopped up in the market if you try and trade this. You just keep, there's just no, you have no edge or slight probability in winning. Take a look at pound. Pound's leading. Keep an eye on this fair value gap here that I spotted for Nasdaq that I showed. So this here, after the 9:30 open, you want to choose the first fair value gap. That would be in play with the whole of the session. That's something to keep note of. Pound got to the midpoint of the weekly opening gap before pushing up higher, taking that sell side. But still very choppy. Take a look at gold. Rejecting down lower. Where does it want to go to? Potentially down here into the sell side. But yeah, don't want to be buying that up because it's not in a premium discount. I actually watched a little bit of anime. I watched the one that got me into anime was Sword Art Online. If I'm not sure if you've seen it, Sword Art Online, and then I've been watching Demon Slayer. But I liked the first couple episodes of Demon Slayer. I've sort of like slowed off of it a bit. But yeah, Sword Art Online, SOA it's called. No, SAO, and then Demon Slayer. What about you? I'm assuming you watch anime. Oh, Attack on Titan, yeah. I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. You know, I will have to. There's this website that I found because there was that free website that you used to watch all the anime and then it got blocked. Now there's another one. I have to find out. Um, there's another free website. Have you watched Sword Art Online? That is well, I could be biased, but that is my best one. Sword Art Online. Attack on Titan. Apparently, everyone says it's really good, so I'd have to give that a watch. Zoro XTV. Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah, I can't remember the one I was watching on. It might have been that one, or I think the one I watched was High Anime. High Anime. Yeah, High Anime was mine. Yeah, Demon Slayer. I watched Demon Slayer. I've watched like 10 episodes of Demon Slayer. I really liked the first bit when he's like learning to be the Demon Slayer, um, and then I don't know. I just stopped watching it really. But yeah, yeah. Sao was. I watched season 1 and 2, and then season 3 was like a little bit different when he's or season 3 and 4 I think I watched as well. But season 1 and 2 when they're actually in Sword Art Online was my favourite. Yeah, High Anime is the one. That's what that's what I used. High Anime. Yeah, 100% SAO was my favourite one. It was just so cool, and that just got me into anime. Other than that, I don't watch any other anime really. You can sort of see with here, look, low, high, lower, low, run and stops, market structure shift, bullish breaker. After it takes that candle there, taps into the breaker nicely. Then that is the targets here. So it's already tapped into that one here with that candle. And then if we get 1.5, it's already at the 1.5. And it could be 2, and then 3 lines up nicely with this liquidity here. So potentially, yes, come on. I'm part of the anime. I'm not like a proper massive fan of like love anime, but yeah, I've started watching anime. Yeah, it's good. I think there's so much like different variations of anime, isn't there? So I'm sure someone would like it. Like anyone could like some sort of anime. It is wicked. I mean, look at this here. Nasdaq. This could be an inversion fair value gap now. So target that low with the midpoint of the gap. Yes, maybe in like 10 years, if we end up being single, we can sort something out. We'd be best roommates or something. Anime and trading, and golf. If you get into golf. Even with euro here, this fair value gap is an inversion fair value gap here. Anything can be inverted, by the way, so you can have an inverted breaker, inverted bullish order block, inversion fair value gap. Like everything that could be an array can be also inverted. So like here, bullish order block, draw that across, is now a bearish order block here. But yeah, definitely a day of choppiness. But I'm happy I kept streaming though. I've been proper enjoying it, guys. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a slower stream. Sweet, bro. Cheers for tuning in, man. I proper enjoyed it. I appreciate you tuning in and engaging. Yeah, I'll probably end the stream soonish though. I said that an hour ago, but it's like ICT. When ICT goes out, it's not going to be a long stream, and then he ends up talking for like 5 hours. I love them ones. I guess you can just ramble about anything. But yeah, I'll hopefully be live tomorrow as well. We can watch CPI together, hopefully, and then hopefully there's something more better price action on the higher time frames anyway. So that's left there. If that gets left there, I'm sure that would be targeted for CPI. Yeah, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will be live tomorrow. Similar time, because I won't be trading before CPI anyway. So I'll trade. I'll just post in the Discord when I'm exactly going live. I need to start posting more on YouTube as well. Once I do the lives, I sort of don't have time to record like live, if like my YouTube how I do like the live talking. But I'd probably just do like an analysis in the evening or something. But here, so like I was saying yesterday, I wasn't strongly bearish on pound. Let me just delete. I'll just delete all this. Like I said yesterday, here I wasn't strong bearish on pound because if you take a look at this SIBI here, and then you go for the midpoint of the high. Look how it closed above that. So that's just an indication that price isn't really finished of going up higher, if that makes sense. So that's why, even though it does work out here, but just looking at that here, it could have been really choppy to get down. Yeah, I could use the live content, to be fair. Yeah, no, most times, yeah, I am locked in. If I take like a nice trade though, I would 100% like analyze it. I'd analyze it anyway, just for like my folder anyway. Yeah, I've heard of him. I watched one like I don't know, like a year, or nearly 2 years ago or something like that. He like proper like it was like a 3 hour video or 2 hour video of him taking a challenge. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. It shows that the true ins and outs of what it actually is being a trader, like the losses, the wins, and he actually just keeps it so real, which is good. That's literally what I'm guessing the people want to see. So, and it's probably good for him that he uploads it. Like, not just good for other people. He just probably uploads it good for himself as well. It's good to document things. That's why I just started out just uploading things just for myself. It's crazy how I can't even believe I've actually got 1,000+ followers on it. It's crazy. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for stopping by and tuning in. Yeah, I did actually try and do that. It was back in like January or before January, but I kept forgetting to like log in and stuff like that before I took the trade, and obviously I don't want like my personal details to be on the live. So maybe if I get like another monitor, I'll be able to sort of, or if I just use my phone maybe, and then I just don't know how you guys would see the trade. And then also, if I was doing that, I'd be live streaming and everyone would be waiting for the trade. There might not be the day where I'd be trading, you know, like today. Today's definitely not a trading day. So but definitely in the future, maybe we can do something like, I'll try and sort something out like that. But the worst thing is if people copy my trade and I end up losing, then I'll just feel bad for them losing money, because I'm sure if they'd copy me, they'd over leverage. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. But I have taken a live trade on here before, like a live paper trade. I'm pretty sure I have. 100%. When you're not trading, I think more times you learn more when you're not trading, because you're not focusing on profit and loss. You're actually focusing on the candles. Because once you enter in the market, you'd only focus on what that number's saying in that red or blue. But when you're not, you can actually see what the candles is telling you. Another thing as well, that was in the trading zone. This one was really good as well. Trading zone by Mark Douglas. Once you're trading, once you're in a trade, and say we was like short here, or short here or something like that, we're short here, your mind will defend you subconsciously, and you will not be able to see anything that goes long, if that makes sense. So your mind will protect you from seeing it going long, because then you would be wrong, if that makes sense. And then once you're out of the market, then you'd be like, oh, I can see that going long there. But because you're subconsciously defending yourself from not being wrong, you won't be able to see it. So that's why you have to just take yourself out of the market subconsciously, so you can see both sides of the market. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you found my channel. How did you find it? You just came in on one of the live streams, or just on the YouTube? Yeah, hopefully that made sense with the subconscious defending yourself. So it's like, once you're in the trade, you don't want to be wrong, so your brain will subconsciously block out anything that you see is wrong until you're out of the market. So you have to just learn that you could be wrong, or anything can happen with the market, so you can just have an open mind, so you can see where exactly the market is going. Sweet, bro. Yeah, I'll be live similar time, 1 p.m. New York time, or not 1 p.m. New York time, 1 p.m. GMT time, or 8 a.m. New York time. Was there a silver bullet? Let's have a look. On the 5 minute, not really. On the 1, I'd say potentially, again, rejection block here, buy side, microstructure shift, inversion fair value gap. Maybe old me would have seen that, but that's not how I trade anymore. No, I don't trade. I trade euro, but I look at Nasdaq though. I do look at Nasdaq. Thank you for the futures. But yeah, what I'd say on the futures for Nasdaq is opening price. So it closed here, opened here, so it gapped up. If you look at the 1 minute time frame, we had buy side here, opened up, ran buy side, Then it ran people out who was long pre-New York, so it ran them out, took out them. It then ran up even higher to take out people who were short, who are like, so from the New York Open, who's winning? Is it the Bulls or the Bears who are winning from the New York Open? Clearly the Bears. So then they get taken out of the market, and then now it looks like price is running down lower to run out this low and get back into this midpoint of the gap. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, as long as I'm glad that my content is definitely helping some people. So, I mean, I love making the content, and yeah, it's good for me, and it's good that it's helping other people as well. Like, yeah, I put so much effort and time into learning ICT anyway, so I'd always credit him 100%. But yeah, look at dollar from this breaker here. So midpoint of the weekly opening gap, high, low, so low, high, low, low, high, high. Look at that there, breaker. Look how it's respecting these here. So you get to the 3.5. I don't even have a 3.5 here, but I will make one quickly. So basically this just means standard deviations. Look at that there. To the T of 3.5. So basically it means that this leg here is printed. That's one standard deviation, 2, 3, and then 3.5. Basically means this is time distortion, so you have to just, that's manipulation. So you don't think that that's there, so you have to just not block it out, but block it out if you didn't see that, then you'd be seeing it going up higher. So that's the manipulation to take people out of the market, and then it runs higher. Taken out buy side here. Yeah, nice, bro. I'm glad that helps. Sweet, bro. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's once you learn ICT or just learn the market, just try to complicate things, make the charts really neat for yourself. Always delete things. Like even this now, I delete that and that. Look at that there though, sell side there. Now it's just rejected up higher. But it's still inside this range of that low here and that high. Still pretty much in the range. So definitely not a day for trading. But some days you just learn a lot more. But yeah, I'll probably end stream in a minute, guys. I appreciate all of you hanging out. And I'll be live again tomorrow, similar time, like I said, 1 GMT time or 8 AM New York time. But again, look at this, just seek and destroy. Another like just simple pattern, low, high, low, low, high, high. Breaker, fair value gap. Is it going to start running higher or are you going to get taken out? Like the amount of people that see that and going to get chopped up is just crazy. So Nasdaq's running lower back into this midpoint of the gap. So this gap here, I'll show on the regular trading hours here. This is the midpoint. Sell side there has been taken, and then you got the 25%. And then is it going to tap into it now live? Looks like it may. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the stream. I will be there next time, tomorrow. Next stream we can watch CPI live together. Hopefully I'll make like a poll, see people go long or short. And yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow. Follow the Discord. I'm sure that there's a link in my YouTube, so I can let you know when exactly I'm going live. There you go. It's tapped into that now. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll speak to you guys soon.